So you need to cut a Formica countertop, but you're afraid you're going to mess it up and then have to go buy another one and start over? If that's you, you've come to the right place. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. So this is a pretty straightforward job that you can do yourself with ease and with the right steps. 90% of this job is in the preparation. There's only a short amount of time that you're actually doing the cut, so keep that in mind. Now, one of those key elements to getting a nice and straight cut is to build a jig. No, not dance a jig, build a jig. Okay, it's going to look something like this. I'll show you some more close-ups on this here in a minute, as well as how it fits along the bottom edge of the countertop. This is going to guide the saw through 100% of its travel. That way you keep it straight. If you try to cut it freehand, like I'm doing in this example right here, the saw can go crazy, it can get off track, and you don't even realize it until it's too late. As you can see, that didn't work out too good. All right, so let's talk about saw blades. No, that's definitely the wrong kind of saw blade for this job. What I'm using here on my saw is a 24-tooth framing blade, so we definitely don't want to use that. What we want to do is use a much finer blade. This one here is a 40-tooth blade. This one works fine. You can even use a 60-tooth blade if you want to. All right, so let's get this blade changed out and we'll be right back. Okay, so obviously you need to know how long yours needs to be. Whatever that dimension is, it doesn't matter. This one I'm going to cut 33 7/8. If you have an angled piece like this, you'll want to measure from the point right here because that's where it's going to hit the wall at. So right here we got 33 7/8 to our line. Now this is our cut line, but when we put tape over this, we want the tape to straddle the line in the middle like so. We don't want to put the tape on the line. We want our line to be under the tape, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way across, and then we're going to flip this over. Okay, so the way I like to do it is to use 2 sawhorses with 2x4s. Most sawhorses have a little channel for the 2x4s to sit in. This way we have a nice stable surface. I like to set my countertop in here like this so that it's sitting nice and flat, and I'm going to clamp everything down. Yeah, we're going to cut into the 2x4s when we cut through, and we're going to sacrifice those 2x4s. It's not going to cut all the way through, but you're going to have a cut in your 2x4. That's just the way it is. That's the way I like to do it. Now, if you have a longer countertop that you need to cut and your sawhorses are in the way, like this right here, what I will usually do is slide this out. That way we have room here, and the other side of our countertop still has something to sit on. But for a short piece like we got right here, I can just go ahead and put that just like so. Now remember, our piece was 33 7/8, so we're going to measure off of the corner down here. And we're going to put us a mark at 33 7/8. And we're going to use our speed square to draw a line up. And now we can use our framing square to go the rest of the way. And by the way, I did use the framing square on the other side to establish that line before I put the tape on. All right, so we got our framing square. Everything's looking nice and straight. So here's the fence I made. I cut a little notch in here for that, and I cut a notch on the end for that. And then I put this piece up here so that when I raise the saw up, the saw can stay against the fence and it won't clear the top. I also ran this side of the 2x4 through a table saw because most 2x4s are rounded, and I didn't want that rounded edge catching this platform right here where this would go underneath the rounded edge. I wanted this to be straight right here. Okay, so that's all I did with the fence, and then I just screwed it together. Yours may be slightly different depending on your countertop. So I had to do a little bit of finagling back and forth, but as you can see, my line right here is perfectly with the saw blade, and that's where you want it to be. It was a little over 1.5 inches, not quite 1 5/8 inches, and when you run it all the way down like this, it stays right exactly on that line. So we're good to go right there. One more thing we need to do is I made these wedges right here for the saw to kind of glide on to get over this hump right here. So we're not trying to do that by hand. I'm going to go ahead and tape those down, and this should be a pretty smooth transition. And one more thing I wanted to mention is I've got the fence and the countertop clamped down to the 2x4 here and here, and I've got another one in the corner over here. Now, if you have a longer piece and you can't get the clamp on the end like that, you'll just have to position your clamps however they will fit to do the job. Man, it don't get no better than that. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.